And then we burn fat naturally and easily on autopilot in our sleep and while we're awake. Why is the question that will get you to the next level. Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? Do you know that in Yankee Stadium, we did a huge reconstruction decades ago when we started to have this epidemic of obesity and being overweight? And we increased the size of the chair so people could fit in there. Less people were able to fit in the stadium because we increased the size of every chair. We are still headed in the direction of a pandemic, an epidemic of obesity that leads to depression, anxiety, not able to think as well. That's a big one because we've seen it with students in elementary school, in middle school, in high school. There's been studies when they exercise before school, they're able to think better, think clearer, and get higher grades on tests, perform better, less depression, obviously less obesity, less overweight when we exercise. So, how do we build muscle? Well, I could simply say it in two words: progressive overload. You do a little more than you were able to do the time before, whether it's yesterday or a week before. You don't have to push yourself to that level every single day. That is great because it creates a habit, and that habit creates a character and an unstoppable, unshakable belief and conviction that you are fit, that you are the person you wish to be. Yet, what gets us to that level is having a belief that builds the behavior, because belief always builds behavior. What beliefs do you have about movement, about activity, about exercise that are limiting your growth? One, takes too much time, right? Takes so much time to be fit. I need equipment to be fit. I need a gym to be fit. Three of the biggest destructive beliefs that keep you from being at the highest level of fitness. Now, what beliefs can get you to be more fit are pretty simple. 10 minutes a day can skyrocket my fitness. I will feel so much better and love my life so much more being active like that. Or activity is a blessing. Like I'm just pacing right now, and that is so helpful for your mind, body, spirit, and soul to be able to feel better, look better, move better, function better. How long is it going to take? What's it going to take for you to make that change? What level are you going to be on? Right? Is it just that you are still feeling pretty good and you're not moving and you're still younger and you're still able to move, but you don't feel as good? You don't wake up as good. You know that it's dangerous because you're starting to not exercise. You're starting to feel aches and pains. Children at the level of 5 to 10 actually have fatty livers right now. Fatty liver, also known as cirrhosis or cirrhotic liver, used to only happen to alcoholics and alcoholic cirrhotic liver. Now, children aged 6 to 10 have fatty livers. That is mind blowing, insane. I've seen a girl cry on a Jamie Oliver special. When he was going into the school, they fought him so hard. This girl would cry because she didn't realize what she was doing to give herself diabetes. Sometimes we just don't know. So, one other belief is I don't need to know, I don't need to research. This beautiful, intricate body that you're given, you have 50 trillion cells all working simultaneously to get you to be able to do whatever you'd like to do. And one of them is moving. Moving is freedom. Moving is expression. Moving is being able to be free, express yourself, love, live. Like we are going to soon are not going to be able to even procreate if we keep on going in this direction where 77% of the United States is overweight and the rest of the world is following us. 33% of us, one out of every three people are obese. And that number is staggering and it's climbing to 50%. Half of the United States will be obese by the year 2030. This is the first time in history where our children are actually sicker than us, not living as long as healthy. That is insane. Now we're battling with so much technology. We have so much technology, but technology will never replace the simplicity of movement and exercise that is so easy and simple to do. So one belief that could get you to skyrocket your health, because belief builds what? Belief builds behavior. And when you have this one belief, it will change the game, knowing that 10 minutes of exercise can change your life dramatically, that you don't need an hour a day, that you don't need hours a day. Now, an hour a day of activity, of moving, is freedom, expression yourself, being able to play, run, jump, dance, play volleyball, baseball, basketball, badminton. But exercise gets you to that level. That's why every athlete exercises and strength trains, because they reduce all the pains, the fear, and you are self implying resistance, tension, and stress to your body. So you learn how to adapt and handle it. Stress and tension and resistance are not bad things. When we go through them in life, sometimes we get overwhelmed and think like, this is bad, this is horrible. Yet that's because we have created such easy times that it makes life hard. Hard times make hard people. Easy times tend to make really like weak people. And it's not just our bodies that become weak, it's our minds and our emotion and our spirit and our soul. So if you want a way to escape the dreaded doors of depression and the chains and shackles of anxiety that you feel like you're bonded to, move, get free, bounce, like just like this, like you're jumping rope without rope. You do that for 1 to 3 minutes a day. It'll change your life in so many ways, yet consistency is key. If you do it for 3 days, it might not make that much of a difference. It could, because it could create the spark of life that changes your entire life. Yet, to really make a difference with anything, like imagine if a little kid was riding a bike and he only worked on it for 3 days. And even if he made amazing progression, most children don't learn how to ride a bike within 3 days. We don't learn how to read, write, walk, or talk within just 3 days. It takes about 9 months for those miracles to exist and be our part of our character, our subconscious mind, so we can do it on autopilot. The way that I could walk right now is the way that I could do squats and push-ups, because I have done it every day to build with consistency, to build competence, and now I have confidence and conviction that this is easy, that I can do this. It's a no-brainer for me. This building a little food forest here, big up Ocala, Florida, building a food forest of permaculture is absolutely amazing. Like it's a no-brainer to me. It's on autopilot. I know I must plant foods that heal me by eating them and looking at them. Like they are so beautiful to watch grow the way I grow. And that's another thing about your goals. Being specific about what your goals are, because your goals are to grow, not to get. A lot of times we think like a goal of making $1 million is to get the $1 million, but the whole point of a goal is to grow, to become a different person, not to have different things or do different things. It's to become a different person. Who are you becoming? What greatness are you bringing into this world? Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. All right. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, realize you are a walking miracle. You are worth it. You're capable of anything great. You alone can change the world. And it's such a wonderful thing to embrace. How much change are you putting in the world? How much value are you giving? How many people are you serving, and how are you serving them? And just because it may not seem like it's working, right? That doesn't mean that it's not working, because if it's not working for you, it's working on you, as Myron Golden has said. If it's not working for you or it's working on you, it's working for you. It's doing something. It's doing something that you cannot see, because a lot of the greatest things in life are invisible, imagination, and we create them to be real from our imagination. So how are you going to create your fitness? How are you going to schedule it out? When can you walk every day? What foods can you eliminate from your diet? And the most important aspect is why. Why is it worth it to eliminate something that you're eating on a regular basis? Why are you eating it? Is it for entertainment? Is it emotionally eating? So, how can we soothe your emotions? One great way is connection. When we connect with other people, especially correct connection, because if you're connecting with alcoholics and you're trying to give up alcohol, that's not the best way. So if you are working on letting go of junk foods, you may not want to chill with the same people for a little bit of time, so that you have different connections, correct connections, to get you to the next level in life and love your life. Because you, again, are a walking miracle, and life is a miracle. It is beautiful. Life can also be horrid and ridiculous based on the story we tell ourselves about the situation that's happening, because it's not really the thing, it's the belief of the thing, right? Even food, when you eat something that may not be the best for you, if you had it once and you didn't put it on such a pedestal and think that it's so amazing, you're not going to eat it on a regular basis. It's the belief about the thing, not necessarily the thing. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. I go live often. You will be notified. I also have other videos that I make on a regular basis about fitness and nutrition to get you to the next level, because I have a dream that you can live your dream by having your dream body. Because to live a dream life, we must have a dream body. It's not just about how we look. It's not just about how we feel. It's also about how we function. Because when we function at a certain level, we're able to do more things. And when we function at a certain level, we change our feelings. And when we change our feelings, it's all over. Then it becomes something that is second nature, that we're doing on autopilot. So you are amazing. You're beautiful. Have a phenomenal day. And